Hello, this is Sheshachalam from Astrocat Mysore. Today, let us understand the results of Jupiter when it is placed in the fourth house from the ascendant. We all know that the fourth house has a lot of characteristics, particularly mother, because it is Matrusthana, Sukhasthana, that is enjoying materialistic luxuries, and vehicles, that is Vahanasthana, that is because of enjoying luxurious vehicles. And also, to a first level, when I talk about the intermediate college goers and then going into their undergraduate, so this comes under the fourth house, education. That is, we call this as qualification. So there is a very big demarcation between the fourth house and the fifth house. The sixth house is for competitive exams and how you do it. The fifth house is for your acumen, that is the skill, the talent, what you get because of your education and because of many other experiences in life. The fourth house is pure qualification. So if the fourth is badly posited and the fifth is well posited, then people are very skillful, they are very talented, but their qualification is very less. The other way around, if the fifth is very strongly posited and the fourth is, the fifth is weakly posited and the fourth is extremely strong, then people will keep, accumulating a lot of qualifications, a lot of degrees, a lot of graduations. But they would have done their masters and doctorates also, but they would not be as skillful and as fast as the fifth house, for natives who are having fifth house strong. So let us go into one by one the details of what actually happens when when Jupiter is placed in the fourth house. Jupiter usually is Guru. Guru in the actual sense means from darkness to light. These people do not like dark places. They want airy, lit up, good light, and even high rise buildings. They want buildings which are tall and up. And the meaning of a guru is that he sits on a pedestal, he sits on that. So that means he always wants to be in a risen position, in a top position. So risen position, sorry, my English. So Jupiter will always give that elevation of, even with a physical elevation, that you go and sit top. So people who are having Jupiter in the fourth house, please, they will anyway. There is no please required there, but they will look out for a house which is spacious. They cannot take small rooms, the small kitchens and small. They don't like that. They are claustrophobic. They don't. They cannot take small spaces. So they want, even wearing clothes, they will wear extra size clothes because they don't want the tight fitting clothes for their. They don't want the body fit. So that means they want everything spacious, airy, and roomy. They want good wind, they want good light. So, such a place is actually favorable for those who are having Jupiter in the fourth house. Mother, very good love and affection will be there. They will be blessed with a good, happy relationship with their mother. An excellent placement for Jupiter in the fourth house, because from the fourth it aspects the eighth, the 10th, and the 12th. From the fourth, the fifth aspect is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then 9 and 10, the seventh aspect. 11 and 12, the ninth aspect. So I will tell you about the aspects later on, but let us go into the placement of Jupiter and the type of vehicles these people buy. They tend to buy luxurious vehicles. They love luxury. They like to show it big. So this big luxurious big cars, caravans, you know, people who are doing transport businesses, they will have a fleet of buses. So everything large and big investments with regard to vehicle investments will be there. Even with regard to enjoying materialistic luxuries, they want to show off, and they want to have the best. So they go out, spend a lot of money for buying and throwing big parties, calling people, spending a lot of money, to upkeep the status. So for them, the social status is very important. People who are having fourth house Jupiter and facilities, they would want help. They would want for everything. They would want labor help and people helping them. And I'll not call them servants, because Jupiter does not want to have servants. They would want assistants, people who are skillful, knowledgeable, so people who can take ahead their job. One instruction and they will just go away, and these people will have to take up the job and finish it for them. So they would want more, like office assistants. They would want more skillful people. So they are very much bent on what the other people know before they hire them. So education, Jupiter in the fourth house, extraordinary education, particularly in the financial matters, banking sector, education sector. They can do very well in journalism sector and all these regular sectors. And here, particularly in the fourth house, which is also for construction business, Jupiter in the fourth house can give very good construction business. Public works department people can work there. People can work in sociology departments where actually they can do good service. And also, if it is malefic in the fourth house, all what I said now will go through a twist. If it is weak and malefic, they will not be able to buy the car what they would want to. They will be like, always having the desire to buy, but they are not able to do it. And then, they want to enjoy the facilities. They'll be cribbing inside that they are not able to get all those facilities. And so if it is malefic, just imagine they will have the desire, but they will not be able to fulfill it. So, now coming to the aspects of Jupiter's aspect from the fourth house, it is aspect in the eighth, the 10th, and the 12th. When it is aspect in the eighth, that very clearly, pumps up that particular bhava's significations. It it enlarges it, enhances it. So the desire, eighth house, the main signification for eighth house is internal desire. That is the craving what a person has. So that gets pumped up. It becomes big. So he wants it more than ever. So whatever is the gut feeling, he will go and strive for it. So hardworking people, if the gut feeling is a good feeling, if the eighth lord is well posited, they will make a lot of money, because eighth house is also one of the house which supports the dhanasthana, because it's the opposite of the two second. So the 10th house, they will have a good workplace. They will be very well posited, but they want to become famous. They want to be financially, grow tall in the society. They want to be recognized. So all this craving is there for them, that they want to make a lot of money and they want to become super rich. So they are very ethical in actions, but they don't have any negative impact. Jupiter's placement on the fourth house does not give a negative impact. There are some minor negativities of this particular placement, that it becomes, Kendradipatya dosha comes if it is the seventh and the 10th lord for Gemini, or the fourth and the seventh lord for Virgo. Even for Sagittarius and Pisces, it becomes a Kendradipatya dosha. But for Sagittarius, it becomes the fourth lord in the fourth house. It is exalted. It's not exalted, it's in its own house, but giving rise to Hamsa Yoga, which actually, gives a lot of egoistic problems. But for Pisces, once again, the Kendradipatya dosha comes. These are all for the ascendants, what I told. So it also aspects the 12th house, the expensive taste they have. They spend a lot of money for their essential pleasures, like going to spas, buying good clothes, buying branded items. So these people have a taste for expensive merchandise. So this is what is Jupiter in the fourth house. Thank you very much for today's class.